Hello mga katag 91.1, kasama mo na naman ngayon ako, Johnny Beriani, and of course,
Maria Malita na sobrang excited dahil meron tayong makakasama na masasabi kong panahon ko. Time ko to.
oo, at
Oo.
nahuli ko siya one time na nag-check ng ilan nga naman sa kanilang mga music. We have with us the English pop group na talaga nga namang ang daming nag-aabang dito sa United Arab Emirates kasi balita natin, di ba, mag-concert sila dito sa September 22 kasama of course ang A1. We have with us 911, Lee and Jimmy.
Hey! Hello!
Hello!
How are you?
How are you guys? We're good.
I'm all good.
Yeah, we're happy to see you here for the first time, and hopefully we can see each other as well on the 22nd because you'll be having your concert here. No, but yeah, before anything else, I would like you to greet our audience,
Kababayans.
our kababayans here, especially our Filipino audience here that are looking forward to your performance on the 22nd. But I want Maria Maldita to make this like a little interesting. So before you introduce yourselves, or while you're introducing yourselves, I want you to say ako si, then your name. That means like
Ako, si.
I am, like for example for me, I am Johnny Berry. Yeah. Let's make it Tagalog. Let's make it Filipino this time. Say ako si, then your name.
Okay, I'll go first. Ako, si, Jimmy.
Apo C. Lee.
That's really good.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much, guys.
How are you guys there?
All good, really good. Keeping really busy. Excited to be coming to Dubai to see everybody. It's been a long time, so we are really excited about the show. We'll see the A1 guys will be there as well. But things are great, thanks. Yeah.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
Yes, this is very exciting.
Yes, of course, and we have a lot of
Bringing back all the memories.
Filipino audiences. No. But for those, audience that are, let's say, not yet familiar with you guys, no, if you'll recommend a song of yours to your new listener, what would it?
I think I would probably say "The Day We Find Love." I think this was a big song right around Asia, and it was big in obviously the UK as well. And I think this would be a good introduction of our kind of the love song side of 911.
I would probably go for probably our newest song, which is "I Do." I think for anybody that wants a nice romantic song, and especially if they're getting married as well, it's a nice wedding song. So yeah, I'll go with "I Do."
We all know that your band break up last 1999. Is there any regret with your decision during that time?
Oh, no regrets. I think it was in my head. I think it was the right time. We'd had a record deal for 4 albums, and the record deal had finished, so it felt the right time. And looking back now, whether it happened or not, we're still here 28 years later, and we're still doing new songs, and we're still performing everywhere and meeting fans. And so the story has never stopped.
Yeah, I think it was probably the right time in a way that we were working so hard for so long. We were kind of burnt out, if you like. And I think it was just one of those situations that we needed to kind of come away from the music business and take a bit of time out, and then reevaluate and then carry on as we have now. So yeah, great to be back.
How about this one? What was your initial reaction to each other during your first reunion last 2008?
Well, the big reunion, we had done some shows previous to this, 2008. Actually, the big reunion was 2011. So yeah, we had done some shows anyway. But I think the big reunion, the TV documentary, gave us a chance to talk openly about things, our feelings about the past of 911, each other, and how do we move forward in a better place. And I think we did all this during that big reunion. So it was a real positive move.
Yeah, I think it was a great time. It was a great time to be, I suppose, like we said earlier, reevaluating, what it was like in the old days compared to, what it's like now. There's no, there's no stress of your record companies. There's no stress of your managers. The decisions that we make between the three of us. And I think all three of us are kind of in a better place to make those decisions. So yeah, it's going forward. There's no stress, and we're just kind of enjoying it now.
Do you think which is better during that time or this time when it comes to the record label, with your freedom, with your creativity? Is it before or now?
I think we have more time now to think about creativity more, and we manage ourselves, so this is different. And also social media now plays a big part in things going forward with our music and connection with fans around the world. So it's a completely different, I think it's a different place now for us. And because we're all older, you know, Jimmy's married, he's got kids, Spike's got kids as well. So it's a different kind of mindset, I think. But I think we were so young and naive back in the day, but we absolutely loved what happened back in the day. But now I think we can really appreciate things in the moment right now.
And I believe it's more collaborative these days, no?
Yes.
In general, no, yeah, in music industry.
Yeah.
You mentioned Lee about fans, no? So I would like to ask this question: is there any crazy thing that a fan did during your show that you can remember?
Oh, Jimmy's got a good one.
Okay, Jimmy.
Remind me, what was it? I can't remember.
Sorry, that
Wardrobe.
No, I still don't know what you're on about.
Inside the wardrobe area?
I know there was a story where, well, yeah, it was not a story. It's something back in the day. I went to a party somewhere in London, and I met two people, two girls, and when I go back to my hotel later in the night, they were in my room. They were in my room basically, kind of sticking out the wardrobe, waiting for me. So it was a big surprise. I think our security let them in for a joke.
Okay. So that
So
was a
the
prank.
security is part of it.
It was a prank, but very funny. Yeah.
How about you, Jimmy? You're smiling.
I was just laughing at some of the memories from the old days. Yeah, yeah. I think it's, you know, there's been a lot of crazy times. So, you know, some of the fans are a bit too overly crazy sometimes. They'll do anything to get near you. But I think they're just, you know, there's a long list of, you know, they're happy to see you. They, you know, they'll do anything to kind of, you know, get a signature or get a photograph or be near. And I get it. I understand it. So, yeah, there's probably too many to mention. We've got so many memories of crazy fans. And, you know, all the fans are nice. As long as they're enjoying the gigs and they're happy, that's all we need.
Yeah, and they know the limitations as well and the borderline of being a fan.
And I want to ask, for sure, the two of you got this one, especially when you're on a boy band. Did you get any marriage proposal from your fans?
I'm sure we all did at one point. It was yeah, it was, you know, some crazy times, and I, you know, it's an important part in their life, and your music is an important part in their life, and I suppose, you know, having posters on the wall and kind of undying love for you and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'm sure we've had many proposals over the years, and very grateful. But we didn't take those proposals seriously back in the day.
Because you know what, just for an additional context, now in the Philippine setting, some fans, some like avid fans of like a particular group, whenever they have a concert, a gig, or a fan meet, no, they will dress as a bride. Then the artist with a marriage certificate, sometimes a priest.
Yes.
With them, yeah. So now we want to know your best or favorite concert memory, if you do have one, for sure. What is that?
Oh, favorite concert memory. Well, we always wanted to play the O2 Arena in London because back in the day, in the 90s, we only had Wembley Arena. And then the O2 was built, and we played the O2, I think, 4 times so far, 4 or 5 times. That was a big thing. That was only a few 10 years ago, but I think back in the day, we played the Royal Albert Hall in London, which is a really prestige and iconic venue, and we sold this out, and our family and friends were there. So this was a big, special moment, I think, for us as well.
Yeah, I think for me was probably the Wembley Arena, which was obviously our arena before the O2 was built, as Lee said. But I think it was one of the first ever arena tours we ever did. And when you were a young band looking up to other bands that were already touring, the Wembley Arena was the biggest thing that you could think of in the UK that everybody wanted to play. So when we first did the Wembley Arena on our very first arena tour, that was a big deal for us. It was a massive goal that we'd achieved from 3 young lads just sitting around a coffee table discussing what our dreams are to try and make this band go to. So I'd have to say Wembley Arena for me.
As we said, bringing back the memories with your concert. There's always a battle in the internet. Would you say that the 90s is the best decade? Yes or no, and why?
Oh, yes. Big time. I think it had something special about it. There were so many girl and boy bands, and they had lots of indie bands as well, Oasis, Blur, and lots of others. And there was just a special kind of energy and special moments, I think. And some of the songs, I think, today, the audience of today, younger people, they listen to those iconic 90s songs as well, especially dance songs as well, are very iconic still now. So I think it was a moment in time which was really special. I don't think personally that we've kind of, the last 20 kind of years has managed to live up to the 90s in a special kind of way.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. As a 90s kid, I grew up with
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
I think the 90s was a massive shift in the music business. There was a lot of, every weekend there was, radio station, road shows all over the UK. And with so many bands, whether it was R&B, indie, pop, there was just bands everywhere. For whatever generation, whatever kind of era of music that you used to listen to, there was a band ready for you in the 90s to follow. As Lee said, my 16-year-old daughter, who obviously has TikTok and does the TikTok dances, is, she comes down from her room singing the 90s songs, and you wouldn't expect it being 16 years old. It's had such a massive impact even on the youngsters of today because of the whole TikTok movement and the dances, and they're classic songs. They really are. And I don't think there will be another impact like there was in the 90s. Certainly not when I'm on this planet anyway.
100% agree.
Yes, and we're really happy that the young generation are loving it. Right?
Yes.
So now
Yeah.
another concert happening on September 22nd, of course, back to back with A1. What are the things that we can expect from you guys?
Very energetic show. Our stage shows are always full of the dance routines, and we still do the same dancing as we did back in the 90s to all our songs. We'll have we're going to perform I Do, which is our kind of latest release, which was massive in Vietnam and different parts of Asia this year. So we just can't wait to share the energy and see everybody enjoying themselves and having a night of nostalgia.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great time for people to, like you say, is reminisce about the 90s. There's certain songs that they used to listen to for whatever reason. The stage show will be, full on for us. Backflips, breakdancing, all the rest of it is all still in there because I think that's part and parcel of our act. That's what we've always done from day one. So if they're expecting to see us sitting on stools, that won't be happening. It's full-on dance routines all the way.
That's interesting. On that note, please invite our listeners to watch, of course, your show on the 22nd.
Well, so yes, Friday, the 22nd of September. It's at the Agenda in Dubai. Make sure you get your tickets now. It's 911 and A1, and we're going to give you all of our greatest hits, as much energy as we can. So please come along and enjoy yourselves, and we'll all have one big party. Party people! It's Friday night.
As Lee said, enjoy yourselves. Come along to a fantastic night, reminiscent of the 90s, all the hits you want to hear, along with A1. It'll be a fantastic night. Come to the Agenda.
All right, and tickets are starting at just 100 dirhams and are available from different ticket agencies. You can visit Platinum List, Ticket Folks, and Virgin Megastore tickets. And we're giving away tickets here on Tag 91.1. So
Yes, amazing.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us,
We are
Lee
excited
and Jimmy.
to see you on the 22nd.
Yes, or hopefully you can drop by here
Yeah.
because we have something in common, right? You guys are
We
91
do.
Tag 91.1. Once you come here in the studio, I can remove this one. I can remove that just for you guys. If you can see this,
That'll be good.
We'll maintain this 911 just for you. Okay, thank you so
We'll
much.
do it. We'll do it. We'll see you there.
Okay,
Thank you.
fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and we hope to see you guys here.
So excited to
All
see
right, take care.
Tag 91.1 Pinoy talaga.